All right, video number 3 today. My mind is awake. So we are going to talk a little bit about maybe why I feel so good today. Fasting for the first half of a day. This is probably the 5th day I've done it, not in a row, but when I notice that I'm not doing too well mentally, brain fog, things like that, being lethargic, needing to take too much caffeine to push through the day, that kind of stuff. I'm sure a lot of you out there go through this, but basically what I've found is that giving yourself until after lunchtime before you have any kind of large meal of substance is really beneficial. There's a struggling point there. You'll hit like 10-11 o'clock, but if you can manage to get past that, pretty beneficial. So right now it is 3:30. Woke up this morning. I had an amazing grass scoop of that amazing grass. This is the green one, Green Energy or something like that, right? So it's got a little bit of like green tea or something in there, and slammed one of those shakes. Wife and I each take those every morning. I had a cup of high calf coconut black tea, and I think that was it. That's all I had this morning. And I woke up at 6. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I nibbled on or something. Okay, I had like less than a quarter of a banana as well, because my daughter was trying to grab this banana that was like massive, and I was like, you don't need all that banana. So I snapped off like a quarter of it and had that, and then so that was around 6:45 in the morning. And then at about 11 o'clock, 11:30, I had a whole orange, a whole lemon, a whole lime, juiced with about a half a cucumber, turmeric and ginger in there as well, and a stalk of celery, and that was what I had for lunch. And now it is 3:30, and I'm probably gonna eat something soon. So today I had some caffeine in the tea, had the amazing grass shake, had that juice around lunchtime, and that's it so far. And the quarter of a banana, which I've gone the fasting route without having anything. So that was just kind of like I didn't wake up saying, okay, I'm not gonna eat anything. So that was just kind of something. I was half asleep and I didn't want my daughter having that much sugar, so I took a little bit of it off of her. But basically, this kind of stemmed from me just kind of sitting there around 8 o'clock going, I don't need breakfast. And then 9 o'clock came and I said, what, I'm just going to try to hold off. But I did want to have a juice today. But yesterday, I didn't have much for breakfast besides the normal that I just talked about. And then about 11 o'clock or 11:30 hit, and I ate lunch. And, it wasn't an unhealthy lunch. Had some quinoa. No, I didn't even have quinoa. I had some steak and sweet potatoes, broccoli, red pepper, red onion, and then a sauce I put on that, one of our sauces at the restaurant, and it just I had high energy, and then I fell off a cliff after I ate that. Just done. I had avocado in there too. So, I'm starting to put together patterns of times during the day that I'm eating and how my energy is. The day before, I had, it took in, so that would be Sunday. I had a small breakfast. I had I think I had an egg with a little bit of rice, and then a normal amazing grass energy drink in the morning, and the high calf tea, and then I was getting ready to grab some of these, they're healthy potato chips, but still potato chips. It's just avocado oil, sea salt, and potatoes, Boulder Canyon brand. And my wife kind of yelled at me, and she's like, you could make something, So I made a soup. I was working outside all day in the garden on Sunday. So I made a soup of chicken stock that we made with some brown rice noodles in there. And what else I threw? I threw a whole onion in that beast. What else did I have? Let's see. I threw some kind of meat in there, and I can't remember what kind of meat it was. But anyways, garlic salt and regular salt, a little bit, and I had crushed garlic in it, and I didn't cook it in there. I put it crushed garlic in afterwards. So it was, you know, a wholesome but, you know, pretty darn healthy meal, and my body responded really well to that as well. And so I'm just putting together information I already knew, you know, not even subconsciously, I consciously knew it. But, you know, a lot of time we just get too lazy to prepare the meals we should be eating. So my body's responding a lot better to eating the correct foods at the correct time of day when your body needs energy. And I'm not a huge guy anymore. I don't do much powerlifting like I used to anymore. But you know, I still lift weights. Hit the gym last night. Worked out chest last night. So. And generally when I lift, if I keep feeding myself, my body will be like, okay, keep feeding me, even if it's like whole foods. Not over the top, but continuously through the day. So I just want to break that up and give myself a little bit of a break. And yeah, I did have the juice. I had, you know, small stuff, but I've been awake now for 9.5 hours with not that many calories in, and I feel pretty good. My energy level's good. You know, like I said, I'm not some, you know, 145-pound guy who's, you know, I don't know the best way to do it, but I'm using energy. I'm on my feet. So, and I'm used to eating quite a bit, even if it is whole foods. I generally, you know, put down my fair share of calories. So, you know, it just goes to the testament that you don't need to necessarily shove your face all the time with, even if it's good food. You know, give your body a little bit of a break, fight through that urge, or maybe if you have a little dip in energy, fight through it, and you'll pop back out the other side feeling pretty good. And mentally I feel much better today after following that regimen as I did on Sunday, even though I ate a heartier meal around 2 o'clock, and I was, you know, I was working, I was on my hands and knees pulling weeds and all that happy stuff. So it was the right food for what I needed at the time. And you know, fresh pressed garlic, man, that does it. That does the trick a lot, man. It's good stuff. There's another point I wanted to make of this, and I got them. Oh, and so last night for dinner, I had potatoes from our garden, onions from our garden, chives from our garden, and carrots from our garden, and we had some grass-fed stew meat we got from a place here in Eastern Washington. We bought like a half a cow last year. We're still eating off the thing. And so, you know, really wholesome meal, and I ate that, man. I was craving. I was hungry at that point. It was like 7:30. I ate a big old bowl of that. Body responded great to that, even though it was, you know, high in fat, high in carbs. But you could just tell it was nutrient-dense food, opposed to if I would have gone and got that crap from a Walmart that was not nutrient-dense, same items, but wasn't nutrient-dense, wasn't grown in my kind of soil, traveled on a truck. If I got regular beef that was fed crap grain and abused in a feedlot, I could say I wouldn't have felt as good because I've had that stuff before. You know, back in my powerlifting days, I didn't read grass-fed. I didn't sit there and say, well, you know, was this, you know, properly grown? What's the nutrient content? No, I said, okay, this is a sweet potato, or this is a chicken breast. So that's part of the evolution of understanding nutrition, is that all these things are not created equal, which I've made videos on before. So I encourage everybody, you know, to give yourself a chance to, you know, have a break. Your digestive, you don't need to wake up and eat. Or if you do, you know, make it like some kind of shake, like a light, airy shake. Like the Amazing Grass thing's awesome. You know, it's just got a couple grams of protein, but, you know, it's got some probiotics in there as well. You know, I've responded every day I've done that. My mental abilities throughout the day have definitely exceeded days in which I've had too much to eat before, you know, let's say 1 o'clock. So far, generally about 2 o'clock, I fall off a flipping cliff. 2 or 3 o'clock, somewhere in there, depending on the day. My energy levels start to hit pretty bad. They crash down pretty low. I'm driving, picking a kid up from school, driving them back down, you know, and then I have to drive back up to my house. So I'm in the car for over an hour and a half, about an hour and a half, that round trip. I stop in at the restaurant generally, make sure everything's good there before I head back home. And it just wears me out. But I'm in the middle of that. I'm on the back end. I'm about 15 minutes from my house, and feeling all right. Feeling pretty good. So I encourage you guys to give it a try. And I'm going to keep experimenting with this, see which other kind of results I can get with different stuff that I have in the morning. Maybe one day I'll throw in a protein shake. I got like hemp protein, I've got bone broth protein. Still trying to figure out which way, if I'm allergic to anything in either one. And that obviously affects it, because I ate that lunch yesterday and just had a sneezing attack like 5 minutes later, and I got congested, and I'm like, jeez. And then after that was the brain fog and feeling tired and all that crud. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'll keep you guys updated. We'll do another one, and I'll try to give you an update on what my minimalistic diet was for the first 2/3 of the day, and let you know how I felt. But I encourage everyone to give it a shot. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I'm going to try to get all 3 of these videos uploaded. That's the funny thing about YouTube, and people who haven't made any YouTube videos don't realize. And I know you can put this in a program, and you can change the format of it, and you get faster uploads and all that happy stuff. I haven't looked into that too much yet, but I can tell you it takes flipping forever to upload a video. I can't do it from my phone. My phone won't even do it. It'll like get to like 15% and then say error uploading. So I have to upload it to my computer. Phone won't make the cut. It drains the battery on the phone, and the phone keeps going to sleep, so then it stops the upload. And so generally, if I make, let's say I make one 20-minute video, I'll do, it'll have like a 5-hour upload in the evening. Now my internet connection kind of stinks at my house. But it's not terrible. I still can stream Netflix and stuff. It's not like it's, Stone Age dial-up or anything. But it still takes me a good 4 or 5 hours to upload a decent-sized video. So I've got 3 today. So hopefully I can get 2 up. I'll start trying to upload them as soon as I get home. But you gotta do them one at a time, and so we'll see how that goes. But that's it for today, guys. I think I'm calling it today 3 videos. Have a good one.